Hello? Is this real? My goodness. Hello, my friends. Good morning. How is everybody doing today? Good day. Morning, Coleman. Hello, person. Delicious. Congrats on being first. It seems you hoodwinked both Coleman and person. Iron, hi. How are you feeling today, Iron and Coleman? How's everybody doing? But especially you two, considering the travels. Hopefully everything is good. I'm feeling a little sleepy myself, but hello there. Hello there, True Kills. I'm feeling the best I've felt in terms of energy in the last 4 days, which is not saying much. So, hello, Peachy. Hello. Set my alarm for 8. Woke up naturally at 7:59. Thanks, body. Amazing. At least your body doesn't keep waking you up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning like mine does and refuses to stop doing. Ugh. Not a fan of that for you, Red. And good day to you, Red. Lady, how is Temig doing? Hey. Did you pour already? Oh. Enjoy. We're trying the Spooky Deer coffee right now. The Spooky Deer coffee. Temig took the day off, so is still sleeping. Not sure how the foot will be once he gets up. I'm hoping for some magic sleeping Healy vibes. Crystal, good day to you. Crystal, how are you doing today? Do you know if it's an actual tear or just a sprain? Not sure. We'll need an MRI if it doesn't get better. Yeah, it's in a tricky spot. Like the insertion point of the Achilles is kind of infamously. It's usually like infamously tough to heal up. So I'm hoping, but it's one of those things that it's not like you always need a surgery. Sometimes it's just a lot of like PT. So I hope whatever it is, it's a simple fix. But who's that handsome devil before us? Hello, Yo Lutz. Hello. Exceptionally empty today. Wait, my face? My eyes? I am tired. I'll say that. When I woke up this morning, I was like, wow, I feel great. I got like about 10 hours of rest, which was almost as much as I had combined for the weekend. I got in one day. You're tired. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Good to hear that, Red. True Kelt, how are you today? Kelt, good morning. I'm a little worn out. Like as soon as I got my door, I got congested. Oh, absolutely fine on the plane. Or on the planes. Did Spooky bring you guys coffee? He did. He sure did. Hey, Peachy. Literally, no matter how late I go to sleep or wake up, I still wake up at 4 or 5. I could literally go to sleep at midnight and it would still wake up at 4 or 5. Dang. Hey, Temig. You're not supposed to be awake. Temig, how you doing? It's like that cat poop coffee, but Spooky did that part himself. Exactly. Yeah. So we have a little cup of Spooky every morning. My body likes waking me up at 3 a.m. and I don't fall back asleep until 5 a.m. For whatever reason, I'm always awake for 2 hours. Like, is that a daily occurrence, Peachy? Of course, Lutz would try Spooky Poopy coffee. ProfCon was lit. Too bad you folks at home, you folks that other thing missed it. Oh man, Professor, how are you doing today? I'm glad to hear ProfCon was lit. Lit AF, on God, for real, for real. Not to sound like I'm trying to one up you, but at least you're able to get back to sleep because once my body is awake, it's like my body's like, nope, you're never gonna sleep now until later tonight. It's like having a little Spooky in your mouth. Exactly. Not daily, no, but I'd say at least once or twice a week. Huh. So one thing I learned within the last several years, Peachy, is that a lot of times, I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna say the pioneers because I don't know what group of people did this, but it was very common for, I guess, the pioneers to wake up in the middle of the night, like communally, everybody in the village, they'd wake up in the middle of the night, kind of have like a break from sleep, and then they'd go back to sleep a couple hours later. Now, it made more sense back then because they have like wood burning stoves to keep them all warm. And so, you know, they got to tend to that and, you know, whatever else. But it was very socially common and acceptable. And I'm kind of like, We should do something like that. Let's have 2 sleep periods. I don't know. Maybe it's probably not gonna help us feel any more rested, but it'd be kind of interesting. Sort of the point that I can't move. Did 4 miles or so of walking Saturday night to get our seats at Summer Slam and get back to the car after my typical limit is a mile. Dang. Okay. Legitimately can't stand up and moving hurts. Oh no, Crystal. Was Summer Slam at least a good time? I hope that everything was amazing, aside from the soreness. The lady woke me up for stream. Babe. I hate this, Koro. I'm gonna cry. Hey, Sandoval, how are you doing? Good morning, your boy is here. How you doing? Luch just said wood boning. Did I say wood boning? Oh my. I mean to get so spicy this early in the morning. Coleman Peachy. My lord and lady irons. I was going to say, I've heard that it's because the pioneers are people of olden days, older than my days, would tend to the fires in the middle of the night, similar to what you said. Yeah. Hi, Koro. Oh yeah, SummerSlam was good for the most part. The guy wanted to win the Battle Royale. Did, because this guy was getting so much popularity, you would have to be an absolute bonehead not to capitalize on that. Hey, what's going on, Ark? I'm already at work, but I love y'all. Ark, we love you, my friend. Ark of the Squire. Ark. Wood boning. Oh my goodness. Professor, quick on the clips. You missed me, Sandoval? How are you? I'm glad you're doing well. Glad you're doing well. Sandoval, we've missed you. You gotta hear this. I did say wood bone. Nice. A big hug. How's that? I'm upset. Under certain management, WWE has been infamous for taking someone who's clearly getting a lot of popularity and being like, no, we don't care. They really? They do? This is kind of interesting. Spooky! All right, everybody, get your coffee ready. Spooky boy. It's a cup of spooky. Now, I didn't grind this as I got a little impatient because I was like, come on. I gotta drink the coffee that my good pal Spooky got me. And so I didn't grind it quite as coarse as I typically like it, but we're gonna see how it is. Because it's 100% my fault if the grind is poor, because I got too impatient. It seems good so far, though. It's still a little too hot, so I only took the tiniest sip. Who up moving to Indianapolis? Poro, there's room. There's room. In fact, I actually meant to look. We should pull it up. Should pull up Zillow real quick. There was a house for sale very close to the Airbnb, and I'm curious how much it costs, because I imagine it is rather out of my price range, but it was over here. Oh, it's not showing as for sale. What's up with that, Zillow? Yeah, it's not that house. Huh. Could be like right in there. A crispy 460K, probably. It probably is. It's not on Zillow, though. All right, hang on a second. Maybe I can find it here on this site. Oh. Pookie Boo. I'm a great roommate. Agreed. Can confirm. Property search. What's going on, Charles? How are you, Charles? Feature of the stars, Coleman, the cool man, Koro, the unhinged in the best way, Spooky of the deer. What's this I hear you make your own brand of poop coffee? Well, we didn't tell We didn't talk. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. Poop.
Who wants coffee? I just made a fresh pot of coffee. Hey, buddy, you want coffee?
You want coffee? The answer is yes, you do want coffee. All right, now I'm really curious, like why I can't find this dang house. Can I just look on a map? Close advanced search. Let me just look at a map. Oh, there we go. Well, no. Map view. There it is. Perfect. Okay. I just want to look at a map. I don't want to try to figure out what the heck's going on with the address search. Is someone stealing my lines? Ursa! I shall be lurking, but I just want to be rich enough to visit the homies whenever. I mean, same arc. Actually, what I'd prefer to do is if it turns out that I'm the host again, I just want to pay for everybody. That's what I want to do. Coleman says you make your own coffee like the cat poop coffee, but it's spooky poop. Morning, Chris. How are you doing today? Charles is with me here in the Losers Club. We didn't get to make fun memories. No, you guys are not in the Losers Club. There is no Losers Club. All right. You're in the Sorry We Missed You Club because we absolutely would have adored getting to hang out with you. I'm just like I really want to know now how much this house would go for. Because I'll just buy it and then I'll just buy the Airbnb and then I'll be in debt for the rest of my life. But I'll have all my friends around. It was a great time. Got to see Cody Rhodes' entrance and him hitting 3 disaster kicks, 2 huge Cody cutters, and 3 straight Crossroads finishers take Brock Lesnar down. Enjoyed it thoroughly. That's awesome. Keep looking for real estate and we'll all slowly move to Indy. I will. I certainly will. Oh, I was looking way too far east. I was like, I had to zoom back out and be like, why can't I find anything here? All right. If it's not on this site, then it might be too new of a listing. The worst part financially was the sushi, not gonna lie. I felt so bad about that. That's just so annoying. So annoying. Oh, it might be this. Oh, it's definitely this one. Okay. Yeah, it's a crisp $499,000 reduce. I bet it's a beautiful house. Click on it here. That's certainly out of my price range, though. Let's see. Is there another place? No, it was that. It was right near the turn. Okay. Yeah. I just didn't remember it being red, but it's a red house. Wowzers. This place is nice. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. I may have misunderstood the coffee gift. Yes, Charles. Yes, I was. I cried myself to sleep every night. I seriously debated about getting in the car and driving down. Well, you definitely could have from our perspective, Peachy, but understand, you know, we just missed you. That's all. Why? Oh, my computer screen just went crazy and I had to reload stream. I wonder if my graphics card's starting to go. I hope not. How old's your graphics card, Ursa? There's no Losers Club. There's just the Winning Club and everyone else who is not in that club. That's a mood lose. I would love to just finance everyone's day. Yes, exactly. There's no Loser Club. We just aren't in the Winners Club. No, stop, you guys. Nonder. Everybody, it's Nonder. Nonder, how are you today? Cheers. Thank you so much, Nonder. Cheers. No, seriously, like pretty much all of you that are talking about not going to LootsCon, I'm telling you right now, if you are mentioning LootsCon, your name came up in our conversations as like, man, I wish they could have been here. Seriously. Zillow has all the houses. That's what I thought, but I found it on this. There's like this, I don't know how to put this. There's a realtor association website that our realtor, when we purchased our house, told us about. So this one actually has a little bit more of a I don't know, conglomerate's not the right word. It's a combined search of all of the properties for sale. So basically, if it's not on here, it's either like, oh, it's already pending too. Jeez, I shouldn't be shocked. It's a beautiful home, but and it's in just like I just love that neighborhood. But yeah, it's if it's not on this site, it's either like just been sold or something, or it's not even yet ready for, I guess it's not propagated everywhere. Why would anyone talk crap about you, Peachy? Wait, I had Spooky Knock T be my eyes and ears that told me they'd DM me if people started talking crap about me. There was zero crap talk going. It was all love. What happened with the sushi? So if it was all right, so the sushi was all you can eat sushi. All right. We had a wrench thrown in our plans in two different ways. Number one, we had parked in this garage and it took us forever to get out of this dang garage. Like it was just traffic was just super backed up. And then after that, like I wanted to go to a different place that had sushi that was much closer, but they closed within an hour after we decided where we wanted to go. And that was off the table. So anyway, we went to this other place for all you can eat sushi. And the server said, you know, like, I'll get you the menus. You can order your 3 rolls and then we'll kind of just go from there. It's like, okay, great. And all of us, except for Mrs. Magoots, all of us thought that we had to order 3 rolls of sushi. Those sushi rolls were massive. And so what happens is they say, oh, we don't waste food here. So anything over 3 rolls left on your plate, they charge you for. You can take it home with you, but they charge you for it, which is kind of crap because it's already a little bit marked up because it's all you can eat sushi. So it was kind of dumb. The sushi was good though. I'll say that. It was tasty, but it was kind of dumb. Not a DM of that nature was sent. Precisely. Thank you for the shout out there, Coleman. Welcome to the Losers Club. No, stop. Chevron Christ is here. I don't know. I was even it was explained to me and I still don't understand all of the Christs. It's 4 years old. Okay. They can usually last quite a bit longer than that. There was only love for literally everyone. Exactly. I got to the last boss phase, so saving it for tomorrow. Nice. There you go. The con itself was very cool. I had never been in the actual exhibit hall. I'd been through the convention center, but I'd never been in the exhibit hall. It was very cool. And actually, I've got some items that I thought I would show you guys. Hopefully that's the royal Yor. Pretty spooky. And Cora was doing a great job keeping me abreast. Nice of your shenanigans. Yeah. Hopefully that is the royal Yor indeed. Oh, that Ursa. So glad they're not here. Am I right? No, that was not said. We did talk about your Sabine as well. I mentioned how I just like Sabine's colorings so much. Thanks for rubbing it in that someone wished I was there and I wasn't. Oh, gosh. There's quite a lot of boob talk, funnily enough. Wait, was there not supposed to be? She sent me the pic of her cradling Glenn on the couch and said, do I feel obscene? And I'm like, you mean, do you feel seen, not obscene? No, you think you want to be there, but just as haughty and trolling in person. So I did want you there, then. I was correct. Glenn, how did Guild Taco Night go? It was awesome. Indiana sushi. Honestly, it was good. Was this yesterday after I left? Yeah, it was when we were trying to get some food before taking the Irons to the airport. Con looked really packed. Are they outgrowing their space? They are not outgrowing their space. They are not. However, it's just, I think it's going to be a lot of people. Granted, it was sold out, so maybe they are outgrowing their space. I don't know. Collectively, had not enough sleep to function properly at the sushi place. Not one bit. Yeah. Spooky can cook. It was so good. Seriously. I had never had soy rizo. 10 out of 10 would eat again. Nobody wants to hear about the other con. No, I will be absolutely sharing about the other con as well. He cooked your taco. What? Spooky's the perfect man. That meal was divine. Agreed and agreed. Cooking for everyone filled my Irish heart. Welcome in, Aha. What comes to your mind after hearing the word Iran? Guard is raised here. Seems kind of like a risky but profitable business strategy. Coleman giving out the highest regards. Hey, Book Punk, how are you? Howdy from Texas. Book. Drunken kitchen floor talks filled my heart. That was, yeah. Honestly, though, filled my heart too, because Coleman and I got to catch up, which was awesome. Those are amazing. No DMs were sent to me at all. Ark. I guess mine was just because I like gas stations snarkiest. Have to go now. Sandoval, have a great day. We love you, my friend. I was like, it was snarkiest. I'm not really sure. Gas station snackies. Understand now. It's a laptop, Lutz, and I use it way too much. I guess maybe a laptop one could possibly phase out sooner. I need to see the pot you got from the Potterist. Yes, I will show you. I've got a whole stack of goodies over here. What should I start with? What should I start with as far as stuff? Would you guys like to see? I've got a gift here. I've got a gift from Peachy Stars 15, and Peachy remembered my address. I could not believe that Peachy memorized my address. Okay. Yeah, I didn't mean to put my full address on screen. Mrs. Magoots would like to see this being opened. Are you staying here for it? All right. I think we're going to start with Peachy's gift. So I did open the envelope, and then just to kind of get you caught up here. So I pulled this out of the envelope, and I laughed because this envelope here, I don't know if it'll get caught. Oh man, the lighting is difficult. This says honk. I can kind of see it. It says honk right there. Okay. Across the seal. And then it said, feel free to read on stream if you're streaming when you open this, I mean. So I saw this before I saw anything in the blue paper. And so I was like, oh, shoot. And I asked Spooky and Octi, am I supposed to open this on stream? And they said, no, you can do whatever. And I said, immediately I said, no, I'm opening it on stream. So I put it all back in the envelope. So yeah. I don't know where to put this now. I guess I'll just... All right. Would you like us losers to go while you read it? No. First of all, no, not losers. Secondly, no, I would not like you to go. Thank you. I'm so much better than him. I'll no longer compare you to Steven and Mel after he put his whole leg up his own butt. Wait, what? Gonna shower beer. What the hell are those frogs? For our Guild historian will update you with our con history. Yes, I'm very excited to hear about that. My voice can manage a whisper at best right now. Oh, dang. The fact that my child properly utilizes air quotes sends me every time. Maybe 2024 we'll see how much money Tyra eats for my spending money. So cute, though. Anyone else besides Coleman come back with con cred? I'm not sure. I hope not. I had one wonderful DM from Octi and I will treasure it forever. Octi is literally a treasure that I will forever. No, I'm saying with Jezraya. Hey, sorry about that, Jezraya. I fell behind on chat a little bit. Good morning to you. You just set up a desk so I can bring in the space. iMac we have at work. Oh, the spare iMac we have at work and just use it for work so the laptop can be for play. Yeah, that would be, makes sense. That'd be a good thing to do, I think. Why is Coleman always saying he's not one of the hottest men around? Because he's fine. I don't know. I literally don't know. Rest that voice for stream tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully you have a... maybe it's just because he's tired, though. I want to be a radio show caller. I do need to get some calls in here. I don't know if Peachy wants to come on call or not, but I'll give Peachy first dibs for calling in, considering this is her gift. Let me open up Discord, and then did Discord make a sound when people call? I can't remember anymore. Oh, I have some updates I have to install on Discord here. There's our socials and credits. Peachy ain't got my address. Park here at 555 Main Street, apartment 5, Anytown, USA. We all live in Anytown. We should all meet up. We aren't losers. We just aren't cool. Stop. Hoping that a couple days when we have to leave the hotel to go home, that maybe I can finally stand up again, will make getting home easier. How far from home are you, Crystal? I didn't even ask where SummerSlam was. I'm a noob, so when it comes to wrestling, so I couldn't even begin to tell you. Let me see here. Does somebody want to test calling me and see if it makes? I don't think it'll make a noise when I'm in streamer mode, but I guess I'm kind of curious. Even if you just call, even if you don't actually want to be in the show, if somebody could test call me and then just like wait 10 seconds and hang up, I won't answer right away. I'm just curious what it'll sound like. Your social is 555 55 55 54. You mind reader. Gonna start drinking when I get home at 2 p.m. to drown my sorrows and not meet everyone. Arc. But you did meet Kara and Wes. You met Kara and Wes before we did. Literally feel so safe around Octi. Same. Okay. It is not making a sound. Okay, that's awesome. I wonder if we do multiple, like if people want to call in and then I can just get to you in order, that might work as well. I think I can probably have multiple people calling at once. Call in, Peachy. Peachy does not want to go on call. No, understandable. Peachy's laptop hates Peachy calling. It was on your laptop when you called. How many of you feel hungover from your guild cuddle? I think everybody does a little bit. I know. I seriously, like, I feel very safe around Octi. Human treasure, 1000% confirmed. I have to keep up with all the GuildCon chat and Discord. When you all change your names and pics, I couldn't keep up. Yeah, that was... Yeah, it won't ring on streamer. Oh, okay. Dang, I should have just read your message, Spooky. I missed it. Nobody even cuddled me, which is probably a good thing since I ended up being a little sick. I had to click people's names a lot. Congested right now. Those were the two I didn't recognize, Wes and Kara. They were fine too, right? Not super far. SummerSlam is at Ford Field in Detroit this year. Only takes a half-hour drive or so to get home. Nice. Okay, there you go. I will call for real once I'm upright. No, you do you. I will take your call when it comes in for sure. I feel congested yesterday and this morning. My voice definitely has more bass. Still expecting the air to implode because you're all too hot to be together in one place. I'll tell you what, Indianapolis is a special place. It is. A lot of cities would have just spontaneously combusted. It's true. I got Spooky's input on this gift, so if you don't like it, blame him. JK. Okay, that's so funny because that was Coleman's gift too. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and open this envelope first. Is it all right to open this first, Peachy? Coleman did give you a fat back rub. No, I literally told him that. He did though. Yeah. I'm gonna open the letter first. All right, here we go. Also, Peachy, your handwriting is so neat. So neat and tidy. Kathleen Turner base. Yes, I love Kathleen Turner. Maybe Cora didn't even come in for a hug when I first arrived. Pullman, I didn't want to make you uncomfortable or anything, but when I got out of the car to load your bag up, I was sort of like, I started to go in for the hug. And you turned and went to the passenger side already, and I was like, oh no, that's all right. I'm saving it for when we can hug it for real. Oh no, I'm so sorry. You're fine, Coleman. Oh my goodness. This is look at this paper too. Holy crap. All right, here we go. Loots. So funny. Loots got denied. Loots. I never know how to start letters, so I'll start with a first redeem. Maybe a surprise redeem would be better. Surprise, mother trucker. Anyway, I hope you love or at least appreciate the fan art I made for the Pro Streamer Lab TM/Tavern. I knew it was going to be fan art, but now I'm extra excited. Pro tip, make sure it gets lots of light.
Surprise, motherfucker.
The timing. The timing. Make sure it gets lots of light. I know many of us tell you often, but I don't think we can say it enough. Thank you for the incredible, amazing, supportive, kind, generous community you've created. To say I've found lifelong friends because of you and your stream is so serious an understatement. Peachy, I am too fragile for this right now. I love joining your stream daily and interacting with the questionable weirdos who also love you. Insert lol here. Thank you for everything you do. Megan, aka Peachy. Yes, money please. Oh goodness. Peachy, thank you so much. Seriously, I haven't even fragile this. It's a make Lutz cry stream. Oh goodness. You guys are all gonna, yeah. You guys have to see the some of the other things that we've got here. It's unreal. All right, we're opening this here. Goodness. Oh, does this glow in the dark? Oh, I'm sorry, I bumped the mic. I think this glows in the dark. I love that it's established 2020 because that's so true. And it is a Peachy Stars 15 exclusive. 1 of 1. It's an original Peachy. My goodness. Hang on a second. Can we get this thing to work? I don't know how to look on stream, but hang on. I'm gonna hold it up to the light here for a second. Someone called Post Malone. All right, we're gonna test this out here. I don't know how long it needs light for, but maybe a minute is enough. I can tell, I can tell it's glowing in the dark a bit here. Yeah, I do. I should get an UV light because I've got some ideas for that. But this is so cool, Peachy. Thank you, seriously. I can tell. I can tell that it's starting to glow on my end, but the camera probably isn't picking it up. But I can tell. My gosh, it is very crispy. And can I just ask a question here? Why would I not like that? I don't like. You can see it glow on cam too. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Lettering is fantastic. It is. It absolutely is. Yes, BB, it glows in the dark. Get out of my head. Megan DePeachy. Oh, Ursa, I owe you a cheers. Totally not used to people going for hugs, so that's my beat. No, it's Coleman, you have nothing to apologize for. That's exactly why I didn't say it, because I didn't want anybody to just drag you, you know? Cheers. I don't know if that's to Peachy or to Ursa, but I'm cheersing you both. Love you, nerds. We love you, Ark. You got to get to work. Ark, have a great day. Tip, go directly for 100 plus watts. Start with 50 watts to try it out. Better to just go to 150. Oh, okay. Here's one thing I was wondering. If you get a UV light, can you do a like an LED version? Like, because there are ones that are like the purple setting. I didn't know if that'd be enough to make it glow. I'm assuming it's not. Oh, yours are LEDs? Oh, nice. Okay, okay. Awesome. Yeah, I would definitely like to get a UV light. I've always liked the way that they look. No UV lights in my in my room, thanks. Nonder. Oh my. Wait, is it the blood or is it the semen? It does, I mean, you know, maybe I shouldn't be oh my. Maybe I should be like, oh my. Maybe it's that kind of oh my. It can be both. Loot's right. Yeah, why not both? Dark loots though. You need to stand like that for 15 minutes. I probably do, but we'll be able to get this. We'll be able to get this baby some light. That's so seriously, Peachy. Thank you so much. An original piece too. Let's see about the card sale. Yeah, isn't that wild? Wait, what was it? That's freaking awesome. Oh yeah, the article. Yes, about the $2 million. Yeah. Something you need to understand is that I always see flaws in my art. I always second guess myself when I gift art. Oh, you shouldn't. I understand that, but you shouldn't. It was better that you bought it out from under some douchebag. Wait, Post Malone did? I didn't actually, I'll be honest, I didn't read it in the moment. Post Malone is Lord of the Rings fan and a big nerd, which I love him for. Purple or invisible is what costs. Invisible is expensive. Red lights only. Red light. Blood or semen. Texas Guild meetup is going to be interesting. I would do it. We'd probably have to go to Austin, but I would do it. What's going on, Schooner? Ahoy, Loots in the guild. How are you, Schooner? Way too hot now. That's a fall activity for sure. But for fall, I would like to have a meetup in Michigan. If I'm being honest, I would. The Midwest is just, I have to say this, like, I really, I don't always love the climate of the Midwest, but the Midwest in fall is undefeated. Actually, the second version, the first turned out horrible. For some mini Guildies fan art pieces, I hope. My gosh. Yeah, I have to show, I guess that's a good leeway into this next one. I think a lot of people saw it, but maybe not everybody. Yeah, check this out. All right, so this was something that Coleman had commissioned, and there's two versions. There's a Spooky Deer version and a Coleman version. I guess not a Coleman version. It's all Coleman's version, but so this framed one here in the moving image is what Coleman had commissioned. Which was just like, just unreal. I like seriously felt like I had no words. So that was this, and then this was the Spooky Deer edit, which made it like a little bit more, it made a VHS like case for it, which was pretty awesome. So yeah, I was not expecting this at all. Like, Coleman had asked like about doing some gifts, and I was like, he's like, yeah, I wanted to give you something after dinner, and I'm like, what? And then he comes out with this binder and opens it up, and it's this LootsCon poster. Like, I just unfreaking believable. So in case anybody didn't get a real good look at, I guess I should use this one. There's a little glare on the framed one, but yeah. So first of all, we've got the Party Viking helmet at the top, right? I'm doing this from straight from the camera here. And then, you know, we've got the Sea of Thieves tankard right here. Okay. That's my tankard. Of course, you know, the ship and all of that. We've got that says Spank Tavern. We're standing outside the Spank Tavern, which was a whole fun thing for Coleman to try to describe to the artist, which is exactly, I mean, it's my favorite thing about everything being named Spanky. And then, you know, there's some other little things, but I think the biggest one here is that I'm standing atop a birch tree with an axe in my hand. So yeah. The clothing that was picked out is based on Geralt's attire when he's run around Kaer Morhen in The Witcher 3, I should say, which was also an amazing choice because Kaer Morhen is my favorite locale in any video game ever. So it was just like incredibly, like I could just feel the love seriously in all of this. It was, I don't know how to explain it. Hey Crumble, good morning to you. Something after dinner, right? Yeah, I just could not could not believe the thoughtfulness. Just could not actually believe. And it is in fact a physical poster. Nonder, we have one for you if you would like me to mail it to you. And not just Nonder, we have some extras. So if anybody could possibly toss me a few coins to help cover the shipping, I will send it. There's not going to be a cost for the actual poster unless Coleman would like to recoup some costs. I will not be keeping a red cent from it. But yeah, I've got all of the extras, so I'm happy to mail it to you. First tips for people who went. Oh no, they already got them. Yeah, they already got them. I told Coleman, I hope he made you cry when he presented the poster to you. It was it was a moment, that's for sure. I'm not a big crier. I've mentioned that before. Like I pretty much never cry. It's not some sort of masculinity thing, I promise. But oh yeah, big time feels just hit me like a dang truck. They also hit me like a truck when I was taking Coleman to the airport. So I'll tell you that, like, I don't remember exactly what we were saying. Coleman and I were both tired. I mean, we just had to wake up, but we're driving, and it was a pretty quiet drive for the most part. But Coleman said, like, he said something along the lines of like, yeah, I'm just really glad that we could all get together like this. And I said, I was like, dang it, Coleman. But I was like, yeah, I know we joked about this for a long time, but this weekend was like more than I could have possibly expected, and it was hard for me to get those words out. I would not be shocked if Coleman heard my voice quiver a bit. Coleman's like, I'm gonna whip up something casual, and then pulls out that. Right? I know. And he showed the drawing and was like, the drawing's so terrible, and I'm like, no, the drawing that you gave was like pretty much, I mean, again, it's an artist rendition, so it's somebody that does this like on the regular, but the drawing was like such a good idea. There are some pics of the Gathering on Discord book. Yeah, it's if you go into the self-service channel, just make sure that you've reacted with the LootsCon role, and you can see the LootsCon channel. So I tossed a coin to my Witcher. All right. So yeah, I will need to collect some info from you guys then. But yeah, we have the ones I have are strictly extras. Everybody that attended the con got one. So had to keep that a secret since April. That is just so freaking awesome. If you ever set up a meetup in Michigan, I'll see what I can do about making me and Steph be there happen. Oh, that'd be awesome, Crystal. The fallen birch. Yeah, what an amazing keepsake. Like, yeah. The guild home video sounds super sus. I think that was probably part of the reason. What's going on, Kirk? Hello, beautiful. There were so many Easter eggs in the poster. That's what I'm saying. It was just such a phenomenal, it just so well thought out. Like that's what I mean. It was just so incredibly thoughtful. No dead critters. I was about to say I wanted to see that. Iron's birch made it on the poster. I'm dead. The funny thing was I didn't even notice it at first. The thing that got me, like, I seriously couldn't. I was looking at my likeness first, because even Mrs. Magooth said, wow, the artist got your likeness so well. Spooky's idea for the outfit, I was figuring something witchery, but he picked that specifically. Yeah. And again, it's just an amazing decision. Coleman brought tears to my eyes when he DM'd me about it. He said he sent mine home with Spooky, so it's being held hostage. Yes, you do have one on the way, as does your DJ, which I hope I'm allowed to say. How many cries were there this weekend from everyone? It was an emotional weekend. He went a little quiet at first when they came out. It was a rough ride. I didn't want to leave. Yeah, I certainly did not want to take you back to the airport. How'd you feel about hearing a beautiful national anthem when they picked you up? It's impossible to say how much this weekend meant to me. Exactly. Agreed. What was everyone's biggest surprise over the weekend? Honestly, I don't know that it was necessarily a surprise, but I was so pleased with how well everybody gelled, like, from the beginning. You know, like we've all gotten along in chat for so long, but like everybody is just truly genuine, is what I mean to say, is that like we got together and it was like we had been friends this entire time. Like if we had ordered pizza and somebody interviewed the pizza guy after he dropped off the pizza, he'd be like, oh yeah, I just delivered to that house full of longtime friends. Like, I mean, it was everybody. I felt like everybody felt comfortable with everybody. There was never a time where like two people didn't really speak to one another because they were talking with you know, they kind of gravitated towards one. Like we were all just, it was just such a good group. How many were left over? I forget how many I printed. I have like 8, I want to say. Coleman had a stroke of brilliance with that gift for real. That's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Mrs. Magoo said, I want poster loots. Give me poster loots. I'll trade in for the real thing. She honked it too. Still super thankful for Spooky. I was struggling to figure out the layout and he comes in with the one VHS cover and I was like, I can work with this. And that was a great choice too. That was a VHS, or was that like a comic book or something? Either way, yeah, the layout, I understand exactly what you mean. Like it is tough choosing layouts for sure. Extra gift from me of being able to see Spooky. Freaking Mrs. Magoots is so damn adorable. I mean, she is. I can't lie. Stop. You had such a great idea. Agreed. Love commissioning pieces for my friends. Isn't Spooky as endearing and charming in person? I even got to hear the infamous hello. Like he's such a gem. He is such a gem. Mrs. Magoots can hang. She fits right in with us and wasn't afraid of us at all. I know. It was maybe that was the thing I was most surprised about. Again, not really surprised. Like I know her personality, but you all were just so complimentary of her. It made my heart feel very full. Had the idea, but I was literally struggling. You did help a lot. Yes, Lutz. Was Temek's injury electric scooter related? I hope it's nothing serious. No, it was kind of like an injury that he had, and it just got progressively worse the longer he was walking and standing. So jealous of that too. Spooky is a Bolivariz incarnate. Mrs. Magoots is everything. Settle down. She brought us treats. She did. I had the idea. The funny thing was I'd even thought about like, oh, we should get them some cookies. And she was like, oh, let's get them, you know, we should get them these. And I was like, you basically like read my mind. And then I didn't even ask her to home make cookies for you guys. She just was kind of like, do you think they would like my homemade cookies? And I'm like, everybody likes your homemade cookies. So yeah. This community is legitimately one of the greatest gatherings of friends that exists on this earth. I know a few communities I hold close to my heart, and this was easily one of them. Just a fantastic group here. And you are absolutely a part of that, Crystal. Seeing Lutz and Mrs. Magoots interact in person is so sweet. The love in their eyes for each other. Did you all play any games? We played a little bit. Temek annoyed me, so I ran over his foot. Oh, gosh. Blinks SOS, yeah. We played a little bit of games. I'll be honest. I would have played. I think Coleman brought. Coleman, did you bring in like one of your games? But I thought I remember some talk about like teaching me a very complicated board game. And I was definitely in. But at the same time, like I also wouldn't change anything. You know, like it was just so much dang fun. We needed at least a week to be able to get close to doing all the stuff we had talked about doing. I have one request on the poster. Can I get signed before you send? If I had known, I would have told all of you to sign it. I absolutely can sign it. Did leave markers there for him to sign with. I did, yeah, and I have all the markers. I love you. I love you so much. What the hell is GenCon? It is a tabletop convention. Yeah, it's one of the largest in the world, in fact. Time to lurk and work. Sounds like everyone had fun. In case y'all haven't been told today, you're amazing. You're more amazing, Kirk. Homemade cookies. Who wouldn't love that? Is that even possible? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Brought a few games. We didn't have much extra time. Yeah, we did play one of the, like, we did play a game that I think both Coleman and Temig picked it up actually. But yeah, it was a really cool card game that was pretty easy to pick up, I thought, in terms of like the rules. So we did play that. Idea for next time, we don't have to have it around another con. We could just get the Airbnb and hang around town. I'd 100% be down with that. Like I thought about this on numerous occasions since we all gathered together. Like when we first got everybody together, I was like, man, I'm going to be visiting this place, because there are a couple places we went that are like some, I don't know if they're necessarily frequent places, but we try to go there because we really like them a lot. And I'm like, man, I'm going to come here and I'm going to basically be, I'm going to remember that I had my friends. My friends were actually here in this place, and that's going to be very cool. Going to pick up our baby, so we'll be listening in the car. All right, drive safe, Lady Iron, and give some lovies from me. We're just here for a couple more days, definitely. We definitely needed more time. Vouch for that. The con was like 4th in my line for priorities, right? How was the dungeon event? Did you all end up doing it? We all, not quite all of us, but it was, number 1, it was very cool, I thought. Number 2, yeah, it was, we had 6 of us do it. Remember all that video editing we did? Wait, what? Forum, it's a trick-taking card game. And you can either play 3 people, all for 1, or you could do 4-player 2v2. 4 loots having a partner with me. Stop, Koro. Wouldn't change a thing. Spin the bottle. We're gonna play Spin the Bottle next time. Yeah, we're doing a gaming convention, a Spin the Bottle convention. 7 minutes in heaven with Skella Glenn. I think Koro got more than 7 minutes. LootsCon event itself has enough steam to be its own thing. Oblivious baby in the closet. We did do the dungeon escape room. So some of us did it twice, but 6 of us, we had 6 of us in the second one. Want to know how that dungeon thing worked? It was very complicated, very complicated. But I do have some tokens which I can show you. I have them in the other room. But I did want to show you guys some of the other things I got. I did get an official event tee. I'm not wearing it because I wore it 2 days in a row because I didn't plan on staying at the Airbnb, and I ended up staying there. So yeah, that's one of the GenCon designs. I did get lots of cuddles, which was so healing. It is not just an escape room. It's basically a puzzle. It's a puzzle, like D&D combat type room. Meeting like gives a whole new close-knit feel to a community. Sorry I couldn't be there, but maybe next time. And like you certainly don't have to apologize for not being able to be there. We would have had to we would have to get a much larger Airbnb, which we might have to next time anyway. But Glenn, I'll never forget. New merch. I got boned by Scala Glenn. Bring on the pot. Yes. Okay, I'll do that first. Next. All right. So, yeah, the person that Peachy shared with us was at the convention, and some people got some hankards, or just like mugs or whatever. I decided to get a potion bottle. So hopefully I'm looking at the camera now. I don't know if the camera is capturing quite all the colors, but it's a stone, very like a stone looking paint on the bottom with a pinkish purpley glaze on top. And they are like, it's a fully usable bottle, but yeah, that's it right there. I thought they had so many things, like his potion bottles especially, that I was like, oh, I could get this. Oh, what about this? And so I'm just looking at them, you know, like, oh, which one of these should I get? This is the one I settled on, of course, but there were at least 3 others that I was choosing between. He's intact and happier than ever. Fully repaired. Get one of those beach mansions on stilts. Glenn's leg did survive the travel back. Amazing. Sleepy Lutz is so cute. Again, if you guys see Koro's, if you see Koro's like profile pic, in case anybody is ever like wondering how I feel about my friends in the guild, all you need to do is look at that picture. That's what I told him, is if you're ever wondering, how does Lutz feel about me? Just look at that picture. Get a beach mansion in Garyanda. Oh yeah, the seafront property there is quite affordable. Nurse Koro's bedside manner was especially healing, he says. Yeah, she threw him a bone. I'm glad you guys like the potion bottle though, and thank you, Peachy, for the recommendation. Seriously, yeah. When we stumbled across their booth, because the thing is, there's so many different booths there. When we stumbled across it, I was just like, oh guys, that's the place Peachy mentioned. What type of coffee? Sip my first sip out of my Prancing Pony coffee mug. Yeah, are you same coffee I gave Lutz? Actually, nice. We're drinking the same coffee right now. Okay, that's a good leeway into the next thing that I received. Another thoughtful gift that I got. The second breakfast card. So this will be finding its way onto that shelf right there. I just got to get like a little thing to display it. So, yeah. Sleeping next to someone is quite a compliment. I seriously, I was just listening to them talk and I wanted to participate in the conversation, but I was just so dang tired. I couldn't. And so I realized I'm just heavier and heavier blinking, but I was just hearing everybody talk. And so I fell asleep. I literally fell asleep with a smile on my face. Can I link the artist Twitch channel? Yes. You absolutely can. Not looking for kidney stitches afterwards, even more so. The car, the run wing, the run wing, the one ring. No way. Oh yeah. Can't believe I almost forgot to give it to you. I almost asked at one point, oh, Spooky, did you have the card? I'd like to see it. I didn't know you were going to give it to me. It is an official MTG card. It's the first and only card that I own. The only one. That is the second breakfast card. Yeah. We got to play the clip. All right, let's play the clip. Let me play the clip. I gotta, let's see. I think I did this. Did I just show it on screen or did I actually add? I might have added a video. Hang on one second. Let me see here. Let me do this. I'll add it as a scene because it'll probably be a little easier. Let's see. Second Breakfast is the name of it. Okay. And all right. Okay. Let's watch this video here of the card. So for those that are not in the know, oh shoot, I forgot to do one more thing. There we go. Oh gosh. We're partying first. From the window to the wall, to the wall, till the meat spills out my hall, my hall. Oh, these Vikings crawl, crawl. Oh, skeet, 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 skeet. Oh, skeet, skeet. Oh man, oh man. Oh, skeet, 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 skeet. Oh, skeet, skeet. Oh man, oh man. Oh, okay, so this play in the mud, that's the Potter? Oh, nice, okay. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, they make such great pieces. And then, I don't know if it's the person's husband or, oh God, help, help, help. We need a mod. We need a mod. Bot. Help. Sex robot. I gotta add that to my list. Wait a minute. Is okay. Coleman. Coleman, save us. Or Kirk. Kirk saved us. Thank you, Kirk, my hero. I'm gonna add that to the list of banned words real quick. Doge hype in one word. All right, mod tools, word protection. Doge hype, one word. Added. All right. Oh, not a purge though. You're just straight up getting banned. Go here. Move that. All right. Ban, baby, ban. Doge hype. Yeah, don't type in the word Doge hype anymore. It's not anything anybody, I don't think any normal person would say that, so that's the word I'm keying on. I'm supposed to be learning Kirk. Thanks so much, my friend, though. Kirk to the rescue. Too late. I bought 500. Did y'all have an in-person party that song? I did not need it because Koro sung it to me on numerous occasions. Toasty, appreciate the follow. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Cheers to you. Cheers. I sent the file that's been the bane of my existence for months. Now there's more work to do, but the main work has been completed. So party? Yes. True Kel, congrats. What's going on, sack of nuts? How are you doing today? Did you party with Hot Cheeto this weekend? Yes, that's the pot I told you about. Exactly. Help us, Tom Cruise. Help me, Oprah Winfrey. I'm interested in promotional opportunities. Oh, no. Dying at Loots right now. OMG. It was fun, or I couldn't get the right menu to pop up. You're good. Hey, Icy, how are you? Leave it to streamer to heavily rely on his mods. Let's see. Can I click on somebody and just, I don't know how to do it in this view. Oh, wait, I could block. Yeah, I don't think that's... Oh, no, there is the button. Okay, I found it. I found the button. All right, so next time. Welcome in, Toasty. How are you? Doge hip. He does a streamer privilege, that's for sure. Hashtag silver SUV. Oh, God, here we go. Did you write a full summary of the entire GuildCon weekend because some of us can't keep up? I did. Wait, you did that? Speaking of sex robots, I started at Thirst. I started an AI Thirst Instagram just to see how that'd turn out. Turns out the community is filled with just thirsty AI artists and sex robots selling promotions and followers. Really? Perfectly normal, inconspicuous, silver car. Oh my gosh. Didn't party as much as y'all, but yes, amazing. I hope you gave Hot Cheeto a hug from me. This guy who likes Mass Effect, nothing to see here. Don't block me, sir. No more sex bots? Okay, back to lurking. Thank you, Kirk. Hopefully work's not too bad. Post on hashtag Tumblr. Bless you, King. All right, everybody. So let me share the story behind this for anybody that is unaware. Here we go.
Oh, Lutz, this is yours. This is Lutz's pack, all right? So, clear head, clear heart, kiss the wizard on the lips. Lutz, is there anything that you're specifically hoping to get out of this pack? Because I'll bring it to LutzCon for you. Wizard lip kiss. Lutz, you got a token human soldier. Lutz, you got us the Witch King of Angmar. I don't have this one. That's so freaking fire. I don't know how to like hold this properly for the camera. Look at how scary that is. Big fan of the Witch King's work. Me too. I really like the part where he got stabbed in the head. And we got a foil mountain. East Farthing Farmer. Eastmark Cavalier. Westfold Rider. Can we focus in on that a little bit more? Oh, that's cool. We got another Butterbeer, or Butterbur, sorry. Butterbur, the Bree Innkeeper. We got another Rosie Cotton. Another a Yassified Peregrine Took. We got another Pippin and Mary Wombo combo. We got another Many Partings. A lot of hobbits for our Short King Loots. We're pulling a lot of hobbits. All right, Loots, these next ones should be the hit cards. Are you excited? A Hollow Second Breakfast is the only thing that'll make this pack better. Oh, we got Loots, fucking fire Aowen. I haven't seen this Aowen yet. That is great. Look at that art. Look at that queen. They got a Battle of Bywater as well. Love the Rohirrim interpretation. No shit. I didn't even look. Dude, I didn't even look. Lutz, look at this with your eyes. Look at this with your eyes. Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay.
That'd be so bothers, man.
Okay. First off, I didn't even know that this was a card. Second off, I didn't know it could be a foil. That's so fire, dude. You legit called it. I should have had Lutz pick the boxes I bought. Jeez Louise. I didn't know it was a card either. I just wanted it to be. I'm looking this one up right now.
So yeah, that is the card from the video right there. All right. I didn't know that Second Breakfast was a card. I just love that's my favorite line in Lord of the Rings movies is what about Second Breakfast? So that's why, you know, just like, man, it'd be cool to have. And in my head I was like, oh, I wonder if there's a Second Breakfast card. And then I was like, no, shoot for the stars, baby. Let's get a foil. Let's get a foil Second Breakfast. And I like seriously, like I stood up out of my chair when that happened. I could not believe it. I'll never get tired of this clip. Lutz is a time traveler confirmed. All reactions are fake. The fact that Lutz actually made like 9 clips to get all this and then edit it together. Slanderous will also love that you think that I could pull together enough to plan and orchestrate anything. This guy just like me for real. I hope you had a great weekend, Queen. Shaking the cards, what every pro streamer does. Best weekend of my life. Love watching this live. This was straight up white hot dragon flames. It was. He loves to say wombo combo. Lutz, not as short as you'd think. Is that actually true? Coleman said the same thing. I'm 5'8". Like I told you guys my height. Speaking of short kings, Spooky, when we were leaving the restaurant, you were walking in front of Octi and me, and I whispered how tall you are to Octi. It's double sleeve, something you can do with cards, but not with... Never mind. But Lutz is taller than me. I am? Octi, I miss her. Same. I was like, he really is a tall king. Octi was like, I know, right? Told you, Lutz, you're a medium king. You felt tall to me. I love how flustered Spooky would get when you gave him a compliment. I know. I'm 5'8", 5 feet, 8 inches. Absolutely. Yeah, I heard about the like under your breath compliments you gave to Spooky in the convention hall or in the exhibit hall. You look so good in that. Walks off. Spooky talks about the rest of the weekend. Yes, exactly. Spooky's looking at some shirt like, oh, that's a cool shirt. Coleman walks by and is like, you'd look awesome in that. And then just walks off. Spooky's like, oh my gosh. Hit me with the drive-bys. I bought that shirt. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Spooky did buy the shirt. I forgot. You were already gone by that point. The one place I wasn't allowed to go. Yeah. Well, that and I guess Coleman's bedroom, but everyone just walking behind Spooky going, God dang. Taking compliments is tough, y'all. It really is. He was so influenced. Am I not allowed to say the truth? Speak your truth, king. All right. Oh, I got one other piece of art to get. Or to show you. I already got it, but this piece here. Hopefully you can see it all well enough. There's going to be glare because it's still in its plastic. This was, this one's called Banishment. That's the name of the piece. So, when I actually went to this booth because they had a really awesome picture, a Mass Effect picture, in fact, of like the squad, which was awesome. But I went back and I looked at the Mass Effect picture like 3 times. But the last time I went there, it was this piece that caught my eye because they had a huge metal print of it that would have been like probably the perfect size for the wall back there behind that curtain. So when I leave the curtain open, you'll have a nice piece of art there when I get this hung. But yeah, I was going there to look at the Mass Effect picture one more time, and then this one caught my eye because they had the metal print. I could not afford the $1,000 metal print version, but when I saw they had this, I was like, okay. I picked it up, and again, I was already in my feels that day a little bit because that was gonna be our last full day together. This was Saturday, and so yeah, so I grabbed the piece and I kind of just picked it up and I was looking at it like this. And the artist that did this came up and he's like, "Oh, would you like to know the story behind that?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" You know, very casual, just like, "Yeah, sure, of course." And he's like, "Yeah, so that was one of the first pieces I did that I actually let me try to make sure I'm not getting too much glare on it." He's like, "This is one of the first pieces I did that I sold, and it's called Banishment." And basically, I was going through this really hard time in my life. I was having a depression and things were just not looking real good for me. So I kind of poured a lot of my frustrations into my art or my sadness and stuff into my art. And yeah, so this you know, kind of skeleton looking creature here represents the bad times, and this sort of proves that I'm strong enough to overcome all of them. And the freaking fat lump that I got in my throat hearing this total stranger tell me this when I knew I was gonna be saying goodbye to my friends the next day, I just was like, I could not. I seriously could not. So I sat there and I seriously just sat there staring at this for probably about 2 minutes. And this person that was working in the booth, I don't know if it was the artist's significant other or just a business partner or something like that, but they come up and they're like, "You look like you're in love." And I'm just like, yeah, I'll take it. You know, it was just sort of like, yeah. So I asked Temig and Coleman, who were with me at the time, going right for Lutz's feels. Yeah, they went straight for the jugular. So I asked Temig and Coleman, since they were with me, I said, you know, this print was $40 or we could get 2 for 60. So I just asked, like, oh, you know, if you guys are interested in any art here, we get a discount. And it turns out Coleman found a piece that he really liked too. Yeah. Also bought something from that guy. Yeah. Am I bad for loving that more than the poster? It's a beautiful piece of art. And I'll share the Mass Effect one in the Discord as well, Nonder. You can see it's a beautiful piece. It's so good. Told Spooky Nocti that they need to bring a spray bottle. Past the event horizon can only grow from now on. You're just making me stronger. We ended up in bed together. Fat lump. Tenderhearted King, now I'm crying. Missing your thighs, BB, right? We got free Temig thighs one day. Tearing up a bit now too. Sounds so bad. Just imagining those 2 long silent minutes. It was a long time. And that's why, like, the person came up and was just like, "I'm gonna break the silence here. You look like you're in love." Yes, I'm in love with my friends and my wife. Salesman notches belt. Exactly. Yeah. Said to leave you wanting more, so you want to see us again. Mission accomplished. You taking callers? Just need to figure out if my voice works right now. I am taking callers. Although my yeah, there it is. All right. That print was gorgeous. Rolled a 20 on that one. All right. Sec here. Let me make sure my settings are correct. I think we'll be good. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? You're live with Lutz. How are you?
My God. What a privilege. Oh no, I'm too fragile for this. I regret doing this. I shut up, chat.
Sounds so handsome, right? Who could this caller be?
Oh my God. Cut it out. Hi, it's Spooky Deer. You remember me? You remember me? Man, I just wanted to hop on really quick and just say verbally and not through text, because I don't know how I'm ever going to go back to being just a chatter.
Right.
That this weekend was incredible and absolutely just really, it was really healing in a lot of ways, and I just feel so full of love, and I'm crying. Oh fuck, no, I'm crying now.
Word though.
It was a good damn weekend, and
It was. Yeah.
I just feel so validated in knowing that there are good, genuine people on the internet. And bless Twitch for putting you in my recommended, and bless you for having good branding. Because really the whole reason, and I think a lot of us figured out the reason that we're here, is you pop up in recommended and people go, that username's good enough for a click. And and then we never leave. And for anyone who has any doubts, as much as it pisses me off, Lutz is actually good at everything. And the most important thing that he's good at is being a good person. So it's annoying. It's honestly really annoying.
It's not true though. I am not good at I did joke about that, but I'm not good at everything.
Like what are you bad at?
I told you guys I can't draw for crap. That's why I buy art. I don't ever put any. Yeah.
No, that's all I have to say. And all also right. My knees buckled when we hugged goodbye.
Right.
Okay. Love you, chat. Okay. Bye.
I'll say I've debated going back and forth on this, but I will say this. This is to both you and Coleman. All right. I thought so long about just never telling you guys this. But
too late now.
The gift I gave you, open in case of emergency. That's all I'll say.
Stop it. Okay.
I thought about never telling you guys, but then I also realized like I probably want, like Coleman framed the poster he gave me, and I'm like, I'm probably never going to take it out of his frame. So, yeah. Is this an emergency?
Am I in an emergency? Is this an emergency right now?
It is not. I mean, emergency is up to you on when it's an emergency. So, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna draw that one out. It's good to know about it though. I'll post what you got me in the Discord though, for anyone that wants to see it, because it's incredible artwork. Damn, I love you, man.
I love you. Yeah, I'm
gonna hop off the call and sob now. If I'm being real. Okay, bye.
And just like that, my friends, that was Spooky Deer, everybody. We are taking your calls and your questions here in Live with Lutz. I also thought about trying to get the sexy music queued up so that in between calls we just play the sexy music from Killer Frequency, but I didn't have time to make a loop. So I will make a loop, and that will be added to the stream though at some point. So literally made 0 mistakes the entire weekend. That is false. That is false. There were 2 mistakes I can think of right off the top of my head. Number 1, I physically could not get up in time to take Wes and Kara to the airport. And number 2, I had to make Temig and Iron take a lift to the restaurant because I ran out of time to be able to go back to the convention center to pick them up. Literally saying goodbye to everyone would be the one reason I wouldn't want to go. It's very tough. So there's one thing. Lutz is fighting them tears hard. I'm gonna be riding the high from this weekend for a while. Now I have to go through my luggage. What? What is it? So I gave them some prints from an artist that is in Indianapolis. So they each have a print from the same artist, which is from the location that I'm at. So I wanted to tie the three of us together in that way, which we're going to have something very similar for IRN, Koro, and I. It's a napkin that says, "You are Lisa Simpson." Watching the bros bro out was so cute. Gone again from your lives, back to being text-based. The one, the only spooky dear. Live with Lutz, I love that. Zev should make a vinyl of that. They absolutely should. Better than your current sexy music? You think so? I mean, I'm in favor of replacing it. Don't get me wrong, I love the sexy music, but I like that this one has more of a personal touch for our group. Certified legendary epic human being, that's just a fact. Guys, the lift was not your fault. So tough to shuttle that many people around. I don't blame you for either of those. Tether me, baby, tie you down. What? Tie me up, I mean down. I mean, what? Oh my gosh. All right, so for any of the board game enthusiasts here, I did also buy some board games. I showed you kind of all of the like extra sentimental stuff first. This was the first game that I bought, called Trailer Park Wars. Yeah. I'll just kind of show the game and then I'll maybe read the back of it to you, like the synopsis of the game, because it sounds hilarious. You finally landed the job of your dreams, trailer park manager. To be the best darn trailer park manager in town, you must place quality tenants in your trailers, create a fun and friendly atmosphere by adding some sweet amenities, and go about destroying the other trailer parks in town, no matter what it takes. Place Phil McCracken the plumber as a tenant in your trailer park. This is an example of what you can do. Place Phil McCracken the plumber as a tenant in your trailer park, add the above ground pool as an amenity, then launch a surface to trailer missile over to another park to blow up their trailer and tenant, all in a day's work at the trailer park. So yeah, this game sounded hilarious. So yeah, I went ahead and picked that up. It's for 2 to 6 players, which would be good too, because Mrs. Magutska and I can play this, the two of us. But if we have some friends visit, we can also play with them too if they are interested in that. Can't see her type through the tears. I'm doing my best. Okay, lip bite. Also, super appreciate that you stuck around so long that night. People were partying on the kitchen floor. I could tell you were tired and probably should have gone for sleep. You stuck around and hung with me. That was honestly like, I was like, I got to take advantage of this time here. I seriously, like, as soon as Koro asked me to take the picture, I took the picture and I was like, where's Coleman at? I know Coleman's sober. I'm going to hang out with Coleman. I want to get caught up. Coleman, this is the thing. You came from the furthest distance away. And also, out of everybody that was there, I've known you the longest. I've known you the longest. And I think I partially read a message you sent earlier, and I still can't believe we got here from Lutz sliding into my Twitter DMs years ago. Yeah, that's exactly it. So I was like, I definitely want to spend time with just Coleman if I can get it. And I had to take advantage of it. Sir, I'm so awkward one-on-one. You are not at all. Not at all. That is an option, Koro. Who are you? I've always been reserved. Glad you got one-on-one time with Lutz. You cannot possibly throw off the vibe. Yeah. I could have been fine hanging with them too, but it does throw off the vibe a bit when I don't imbibe in the drink. That's in Black alone speaks volume. Straight edge bros stick together. Yeah, I had to. So Coleman is one of the few that still hang around that are from the part-time gamer guy years, or I don't know. Years is actually not really a proper term, but the era, the part-time gamer guy era. So if you've ever read, like if you're in the panels of the channel, there's I think it's the about panel you can click on and read the story of the stream. Coleman's been there for a long time. Yeah. So, and despite the fact that I was a terrible streamer and all of that, and I went through the name change too, he's still hanging around. So, yeah. That's where I was like, when you were like, oh, it's okay, I'll catch a lift to the airport. I'm like, the hell you will. You're not getting a ride from some stranger to the airport. PTGG, baby. I think we still even have, as long as the BTTV emotes work, we do have some PTGG emotes. Coleman is literally so funny. Hilarious. Better than the other person's chest. Staring at the ceiling without realizing. No, it's, yeah. Honestly, I was going to say this, but I was kind of hoping I could say it when Octi was in the chat, but I'm going to say it anyway. Octi, like, one of the reasons why you feel so comfortable around Octi is she gives such loving looks. And I'm not used to holding eye contact without saying anything. But there were a couple times, like, I looked over and Octi was just looking. And I look away because it's just natural instinct to look away. But every time I look back and we made eye contact, I was just like not everybody can do that. You know what I mean? Like awkward eye contact is definitely a thing, but it was literally never awkward. When I looked over and Octi was looking, it was never awkward. I was just like, wow, how do you do that? I just fall in love with them. I'm mad that I wasn't really into Twitch back in those days. I missed some classic Nick content. Oh gosh, it was bad, Coleman. It was bad. Octi's just love incarnate, 100%. Octi's just so warm and inviting. Octi's smile and laugh in some of those pictures melted me. Then the pictures can only capture a part of it, but it's very true. Spooky can hold eye contact in conversations like a pro. He can. I didn't get a chance to tell Spooky. I hope I'm not piling on here, but I didn't get a chance to tell Spooky after the fact. But when we were sitting waiting for VR, him and I were sitting like kind of in the, I guess it was in the windowsill, which sounds kind of funny, but it was a large windowsill, basically slightly higher than bench height. So it kind of looked like it was meant to be sat on. So anyway, we were sitting there waiting for our turn at VR. And so we were just talking and look over, make eye contact while having a conversation, everything. And several of his mannerisms in that moment reminded me of one of my best friends who, like, I don't consider a friend anymore just because he just doesn't respond to, like, I don't know, a group of our friends that we were all friends together. We've talked about it too. And it's just like, I don't know what it is. He just didn't really care to maintain connection anymore. And we're not entirely sure why. He just kind of stopped doing it. But that was a painful thing, was like losing him as a friend, because we were just so close for so long. But I realized in that moment, I was like, wow. Like, and I don't consider Spooky and this guy to be similar, like, at all. Like when I watch Spooky on stream, he doesn't make me think of this guy at all. But sitting there having a conversation with him, so like something you can only do face to face like that, in that moment I was like, wow, I may have lost that friend, but like I gained this friend right here. And that was like so incredibly awesome. Like that moment there when I realized that, like, yeah, I may have lost a friend, a year ago or whatever, but like now I have this friend here. And that's very cool. Hi. How's the coffee? Did I grind it up okay, or is it too coarse? I said, did I grind it up? And before I could even finish my sentence, I got the high eyebrows. Oh my gosh. The look of love is in your eyes. You're not bad at anything, remember? I'm so sorry. Our road trip was so lovely. I don't know. I was a little jealous of that part, if I'm being honest. We were window sitting and I was getting grill marks on my thighs. Man. Let's hear Mrs. Magoot's thoughts on the weekend. What was your thoughts of the weekend? She said she thought it was lovely that everybody got along so well. Felt very natural. Everybody loved each other so much. It was a lot of fun to get to hang out together with everybody. That was, yeah, she preferred to just do a voice recap. Telling you she can hang. I'm not sorry that we're all in love with your wife. Yeah. Bye. Legendary Mrs. Magoots. Yeah, it was very nice, seriously. Hearing everybody's compliments of Mrs. Magoots made me very, 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 very happy. Like, very happy. It was basically all the compliments you guys were giving Mrs. Magoots to me. It was like I was getting giddy about it, you know? Like, it was better than any compliments you could have given me, you know, if that makes any sense. Hey, what's going on, Ghost? Blink twice if you're still hungover. We're hungover on love. The missus, she was so great. Total power couple, as are the Irons, I must say. I mean, seriously, it was so great. Like, it was so great getting to talk with you and everything this weekend. Even when we dunked on you to do it, especially when you dunked on me to do it. The Irons are a strong house. The Irons were so hot too. It's true. It is. Ghost, how was your weekend? Lutz felt frubble. Wait, frubble? Frubble? Here's our. I've been holding on to this game for a little bit here. This was yeah, this was the second game. I guess I'm showing you the order that I purchased them in. This one's called Grimslingers, which I very much liked the art. Of course, the art is what's going to draw me into your game, because I don't know about, like, I'm such a noob when it comes to board games. So if you have good art, I'm at least going to come and read about your game. And then if it sounds like a cool game, I'm interested. So the sexual chemistry in the Iron household goes crazy. Total joy over someone else's happiness. That's Frubble. Temig was so funny. I love seeing the ladies counterpart in action. Me too. Me too. I had gotten to, I was fortunate enough to be able to play some Hunt Showdown with Temig and Pullman before, but yeah, it was even better being able to see them in person. Chaotic already in the air since 7. Oh dang, really? Well, I hope this week goes well for you, Ghost. So I'll read you guys about Grimslingers, and you can tell me how you feel about it. A strategic Western sci-fi fantasy themed card game, Grimslingers features 2 different modes of play, Versus and Co-op. In Versus, players will go head-to-head in teams or a free-for-all using a wide selection of spells, items, and abilities. In Co-op, players will work together through a narrative campaign composed of 4 60 to 90-minute play sessions, battling strange creatures, overcoming intense challenges, collecting loot, gaining levels, and exploring the Forgotten West. So, that is Grimslingers. But I like the fact that it had 2 different modes, a Versus and a Co-op mode. It's for 1 to 4 players, or 2 to 6 if you're doing Versus. So, yeah, thought that sounded pretty cool. Loot, you say? Loot, in fact. Just wait, Nander, just wait. The next game that I bought is called Funfair, which of course caught my eye because of the old Roller Coaster Tycoon days. Funfair. And that's the back of it there. I realize it's tough to show with the glare. So Funfair, I'll read this to you here. Can you build the best theme park in town? Choose and build an exciting mix of attractions in your very own theme park. Upgrade them to match blueprints or just to stack up towering rides that pull in the crowds and make the most cash. Hire staff members and build super attractions to maximize your park strategy for the win. Build and recruit attractions, and staff members draw guests in your park, earning you money and points. Match your park to your hidden blueprints for big points. Improve your rides by stacking up useful guest services, features, and more. So yeah, it sounded very cool. Because it reminded me of the old Roller Coaster Tycoon. So it sounded like kind of like Roller Coaster Tycoon the game, but in a competitive manner. So yeah, that one was one I knew that Mrs. Magoots would be interested in. So that was like, yeah, I'm gonna purchase that. And the game time is about 15 minutes per player, 2 to 4 players. So yeah, but just this one, I wasn't totally sure if I should buy or not, because I knew that I would like it, but I didn't know how Mrs. Magoots would feel about it. So, one player crying softly through co-op sounds 10 out of 10. Luce is a bad influence, and maybe buy the next game he's going to show. Exactly. So this game was too on brand to not at least give it some thought, but it's called Guildmaster. Here's the back of it. Not as competitive as Unfair. That one is super backstabby. And they were sold out of Unfair. We couldn't find it. But yeah, Guildmaster here. So this game says you are the master of a new adventuring guild, competing with rival guilds for fame as increasingly dangerous events threaten the city. Combine your adventurer's skills and abilities to complete contracts, recruit adventurers, and upgrade your guild. Players each secretly assemble and order their teams at the same time. Predict your rivals' likely moves as you sequence your orders to get what you need most. Will your planning pay off? Will you negotiate and cooperate with your rivals, or will you overpower and outbid them to become the ultimate guild master? So I thought it was cool because you can actually recruit people to your guild, you send them out on adventures, and you collect loot and coin and all that stuff. So yeah. That is that. This one though is a 2 to 4 player game, so I'll have to at some point convince the missus to play. I think she'll do it. I think she'll at least try it once. So yeah. And then when Coleman bought it, I was like, I felt so validated because Coleman is a board gamer. I'm just a poser to this point, but Coleman is an actual board gamer. And so I was like, yes, I picked out a good game, or at least a game that was interesting enough to somebody who actually knows what they're doing. So. And that was all I got at TwitchCon, at LutzCon, aside from all the love, which I think we've also shown off pretty well too. So. Board game streams, 2023 politics, the game. Your new Discord title, perfect. I'm a board gamer too. That'd be dope, actually. And chlamydia. Not a misspelling either. You're a board gamer. And chlamydia. There was minimal amounts of chlamydia, as far as I know. Anybody here play on Board Game Arena? I don't yet, but maybe. I could scan some party games into Vorpal and we could have a guild night. That would be awesome. I would very much like to do that. So, yeah, everybody's like love, thoughtfulness, but also just hanging around with everybody this weekend was very cool. But not zero chlamydia? Well, listen. I try not to speak in absolutes, all right? Has tons of games and it is free. Board Game Arena is free? Again, I am a poser of a board gamer, so I am not sure about any of this kind of stuff. Board Game Arena. Am I able to look at the... Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Free now. That's very cool. There is a paid option. It's a great place to learn games and figure out what you like. Spreading love, literally. There. Exactly. This is cool. I actually, I don't. Yeah, I've never been on Board Game Arena. I'm on Board Game Arena, great platform, but almost always prefer the social aspect of sitting around the table. Yeah. That makes sense. Bit by the love bug. The love bug. You did love watching the life drain from my eyes during Orem. You did love watching the life drain from my eyes. What time is it? Yeah. But seriously, friends, thanks so much for those that reached out and those that made the trip and all of it. Just thank all of you guys. Seriously, it was such a great weekend. I know that some people were bummed they weren't able to come. And I just want you to know you were definitely missed. Would have loved to have you there, but you know, there are going to be some future opportunities, I think. So we'll be making we'll have an opportunity to make some memories together. Don't worry. Speaking of love bugs, Human Resources on Netflix is great. I haven't seen that. No, or maybe a little, right? My wife and I actually play Ticket to Ride exclusively on BGA. It's easier than setting up the table. I could see that if something's really, if there are a lot of pieces to the game. Which we saw a Ticket to Ride Legacy version at GenCon. Got to shout out Octi and Spooky for being my delivery people. Really helped me shave on shipping. Exactly. Shave on shipping. Yeah. Sad Cup of feeling frubble for your joy. Hell, we love you. Seriously. I definitely mentioned you and said I wish that you were able to go, but maybe a future get together. Really would have loved having you there. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm excited. Like, well, there's some things in the works that I think will also help show some appreciation to all of you. This is Sean Connery. Would help you shave on shipping. Here to help you shave on shipping. Really thrilled for all of you who got together. It's always great to make new in-person friends and know who's behind the keyboard. Absolutely. Who up starting a polycule with a guild? Really missed you. Loving this community is real, and frankly, it's an amazing thing to be a part of. And don't you forget that you're part of it, Crystal. Don't you dare forget. Who up missing the homies? Octi! We were just talking about you. Which person did you meet that disappointed you the most? Honestly, it was probably Steven. It's probably Steven. Google's polycule. I think you'd approve, Nidalicious. Kept telling Koro the FOMO was real and hard, but I know she definitely needed the weekend away, as I'm sure most of the LutzCon attendees can say for themselves too. And as long as you're all having fun and staying safe and making memories, that's truly the most important thing. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I raised my hand so hard and fast I'm in the ceiling. Me? Yes, you, Octi. Octi, my driving companion, sweet dear friend. Freaking Steven. F Steven. So many kind things said. Polycule is an umbrella term which describes a connected network of people in relationships, all of whom are in some way involved emotionally, sexually, romantically, with at least one other person within the polycule. Aren't we already? Right? Or Steven. Yeah, so I'll give you guys the story behind Steven. Coleman went up to go purchase Orem, the game that we were talking about, the card game. Iron, Temig, and I were kind of just waiting around for him to make the purchase. And one of the people that was working at the booth was demoing the game and allowing people a play test of it. So he asked, like, hey, would you guys like to play the game? And we just kind of looked at each other and we're like, yeah, sure. We sat down, and at least me, I don't know if they noticed or not, but I was not aware enough to notice that there was somebody already sitting down at the table. So we sit down for this 4-player game, the three of us do, and my thought was, oh, we'll just, we'll sit down and kind of wait till Coleman gets over here. There was already somebody sitting there. This person's name was Steven. And so Steven was my partner in this game, but Steven's presence made it to where Coleman could not play with us, and we lost. Steven was my partner and we lost. So, oh, it was Steven with a PH. Yeah. Yeah, I thought they had abandoned me. Yeah, because Coleman was looking around, right? And he's looking at head height, but he had to look down, right, to see us sitting at a table. So. I just picked up Sabine and she belched in my face. Wow. Can't type with my new gloves. I love you all so much, and we love you so much, Octi. I was just saying, I was just telling earlier, like when I mentioned you, that like you make eye contact with people, like you'll speak to them and then you'll kind of like just hold your eye contact, and I'm not used to that. And so sometimes like I will look back and you're still making eye contact and I'm like, oh shoot, my natural instinct is to look away because I feel like, I don't know, it's just my natural instinct, I guess. But every time I look back at you and you were still making eye contact, I just felt so like seen and cared for, and just, I don't know how to put it. And people can't just do that. You know what I mean? Like that's just something that you have, like a presence you have. It was like, Octi is looking at me. I feel so like important, you know? DM was so kind, it made my day. Ew, that's gross. Octi, Coleman. Not Steven, yeah. Not Steven with a PH. I'm gonna cry. Already have. Steven is a worse Aurum partner than Koro, which is saying something. Definitely worse than Koro. Steven the tuna dog. He kind of was a Steven, yeah. Grammar and punctuation is really often not sure where my head is. Blacking out, probably. Already have. I'll admit I'm terrible at holding eye contact in conversations. I felt so bad at lunch because I talk and like look at the table. No, like Octi has that just sort of innate ability that you just feel like so comforted, and it's unusual. Like it's not something that people just have. You know what I mean? Like it's not something that we as a people have in abundance, is what I'm trying to say. It's pretty rare. And yeah, so Octi has this ability to just look at you without saying anything, and you're like, wow, I feel good right now. Germ, how are you doing? Hey, stop making my girlfriend cry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Mr. Peace, it is Mr. Peace, everybody. How are we so blessed right now? I'm good at eye contact, but also we talked about some heavy stuff and the shame makes me break away sometimes. You don't have to apologize for breaking eye contact though, Koro. Octi is literally a gift and a credit to humanity. 100%. Could not agree more. All the while Octi was thinking, should I mention Lutz has a booger in his mustache, or will he notice himself? I think we were all good enough friends that if I had like, if I was just showing bat, I think people would have told me. Finally understand what you mean with the blacking out for real. I was getting rocked for a bit. Beer goggle for each eye. Okay. Mr. Peace. That's Mr. Peace. That's Mr. Peace. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Peace. I've heard about you. Mostly good things. Showing badge. Thank you so much for sacrificing time with her to let us have her for a few days because she rocked our worlds. Exactly. Yes. And thank you for being such an awesome person, too, because the amount of love that Octi shared with us for you was like tangible. Showing bad is my fave. She's pretty good that way. Yeah, hanging a wicked piss. Yeah, it's just pretty good that way. I would like to be your friend because you just seem like my kind of fella. Exactly. I'm the same. Hanging a wicked piss. Yeah, where did that phrase come from? All I heard was you guys just saying it over and over again. Just don't drop your lighter. Hanging a wicked piss is gonna live in my head forever. Yeah. What was the source? Is this your first day on the planet? Oh my gosh. That one will also live forever. So we were at dinner and Coleman said he'd never had something. And Iron like whipped around to Coleman and was like, is this your first day on the planet? And so that became like our sick burn for the rest of the weekend. We're going to talk about how everyone but Wes was flaming me for the Canadian snacks I brought. I ended up with all of them, Coleman. It's just something like normal I grew up with as a saying. That's amazing. Yeah, Wes was like, no, you're all wrong. These snacks are literally all good. Like every single one of them, which I agreed with. I liked every snack that I tried, I liked. Actually, I meant to tell you I saw a 2-pack of lighters at the grocery store for almost $5 reduce. I was going to take a pic and tell you this is why we never buy lighters anymore. Wes did, yeah, and I figured Wes took a good amount because I ended up with like 2 or 3 coffee crisps, some Mr. Bigs, and then there were no Eat Mores. I think he took all of the Eat Mores that were left. So he's like, I would go home if somebody said that to me, right? I love Wes so much, and Kara. I was so glad that they could make it because I didn't know them as well as everybody else, but like I was so glad to be able to get to know them. Kara was the love of my life. Wes was so freaking funny. Lutz is a snack. Stop. I wish they could have been around longer. I do too. Coleman was so incredulous because we didn't have them, and they just started saying random surnames. Like, don't you have O'Henry's? Like, what the hell are you talking about? What do you mean? Wes and Kara, I love them. Wes is the quickest, man. Slothy, good morning. Hey, Slothy, how are you? I may have taken a few back for myself. I had a crunchy, and Wes was like, why am I giving these out, right? That was the one that Mrs. Magoots was looking for, was the crunchies. She liked the honeycomb candy. I heard y'all didn't enjoy many of the Canadian snacks. I must say, you're all misguided. I enjoyed them for what it's worth. For what it's worth. Oh, Henry bars are so good. I've seen those, but I don't know if they used to be more popular here and just aren't anymore, or if I saw them while traveling. But I just know I've seen them before. Wes was the one with the legit mustache. Yes. I should have left some more for her. Oh, it's okay, Coleman. That is one we can get something very similar. Well, we can get a lot of similar ones, but the difference with that one was like we have sponge candies at like Kroger, our local grocery store, but the difference was that one had kind of a malty taste, which Mrs. Magoots really likes. But we also have some sponge candies that we can get at the store that are at least very similar. Oh, Henry are close to my fave. Okay, so have you guys ever had Zero bars? Coleman and Octi, are those a thing? And Jermy Germ, are those a thing in Canada? Zero bars? Because that's my number one fave candy bar, and I should have just went ahead and just got some stuff. And if you already had it, you already had it, but I should have just went ahead and got it anyway. Like them, but there were so many real ingredients used. Felt wrong, right? This is too natural for me. I think O'Henry's are like a vintage candy in America. Okay. Doing well, just doing work. How does it? It is, we are like just overflowing with love from this past weekend, Slothy. Just, we seriously have just been, what time is it? We've just been gushing for the last 2 hours. Didn't like the texture of one of them. I think that was the crunchy. Gotta head out for now. Have a great day, all. We love you, Crystal. You have a great day, too. Never heard of that. No, sir. All right, so Zero bar. A Zero bar is basically nougat, some small peanut chunks, and some caramel wrapped up in white chocolate. A white chocolate candy bar. It is my absolute favorite candy bar. Number one. But compared to the candies that you brought, I think it would be the sweetest one. The crunchy did make me feel bad things. The crunchy? Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was the candy bar that did that. Yeah, I had PTSD from the crunchy. Does everybody like white chocolate? Because I think that's a must if you want to like a Zero bar. And then the nougat is a pretty flavorful nougat. So, Spooky having flashbacks in the club. I'm going to share the house that was for sale that was just right around the corner from the one that we did. I'll share it in the LutzCon channel real quick. House for sale just down the alley from our Airbnb. We're not gonna be able to buy it. Number one, none of us are probably rich enough for that, and number two, it's already pending. But I figured I'd share it. It is a beautiful home. absolutely beautiful home. Bought a wholesale box for Octi's friend who visited us last time from the States of Crunchies. Yeah, they're good. I loved watching everyone recoil from the crunchy. You don't like white chocolate, Nonder? Isn't the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth? Okay, yeah, let's unpack that. Tell me more. Carrots are significantly worse than white chocolate. Cora already bought one house. Why not another? This one would be significantly closer to me, which I'm in favor of. Mrs. Lana has been looking at price in Indy. Are you serious? You guys, like, listen. I'm not from Indianapolis, but I've lived here for a while now, and I am a big fan of the city. It is a good balance, I think, of opportunity for income, but also like low cost of living as far as cities go. It doesn't start with a 5, so it's better than my city. Thought we were moving to that castle in France I posted. I'm in favor. We can pool our money together and buy it. White chocolate's only good with raspberry to cut the extreme sweetness. You also don't love it? I do. I love white chocolate. I'm not really sure why, but it's not chocolate at all. So I don't know why we call it chocolate, but yeah. Not the West hands. Slothy. How are the taxes though? In Indiana? I don't know, because the only state that I've really paid taxes in is Illinois, and they're significantly lower than Illinois taxes. I can tell you that much. I'm hitting the West hands constantly. Yeah, I know. If I can move back to Indy, I would in a heartbeat. Mr. Peach's job is headquartered in a suburb of Indianapolis, so the option is always there. Really? You should move. Yes, I'll be closer to Donato's. Illinois is jacked up. Illinois is in a right state, that's for sure. For all my British friends, you know. Sales tax is 6.0, I think, or has it gone up? It is, sales tax is 7%, but it's the property tax that's way lower than Illinois. Sales tax is only, I think, about 0.5% higher, 0.5% to 1% in Illinois, but the property taxes are way, way, way lower. Like the literal garbage fire, I vibed with Indy heavy. Okay, that I saw some firsts though, you guys. I'm not even joking. I've literally never seen a garbage fire before. I'd never seen a police chase. It was a lot of firsts. We need a West Hands emote. I agree. West Hands is my new default for attitude. We can't even have a nice even number. Sales tax is cheaper than New Jersey. I love Donato's, OMG. They're not going towards infrastructure, that's for sure. They're going, well, downtown is being built up like aggressively right now. Silent hope and prayer that Spooky and Octi would show up at my door last night with a Donato's pizza in their hands. Oh my gosh. The thing, they honestly might have, but I cannot, like, we were all just so exhausted. Want to come to New Zealand with me? I would. How they spend the taxes. It was hilarious. I have family in New Zealand. Wait, you do? Tell me more. If we had more than half a brain cell left, collectively. I was driving along the 94 and zoned out a little bit. And nobody could possibly blame you. Like, seriously, I was almost... I didn't know this, like, I knew this, our house was a little bit on the dirty side right now. And honestly, it's my fault, but I was almost like, no, you guys really should just go ahead and come over and take a nap before you leave. Cause I just don't know how you guys, got right back on the road. I fell asleep so hard right after getting home from the airport. What's going on, J Game? How are you? Startled myself. Oh wait, I very suddenly shouted, oh, an Ontario plate. Startled myself. Would. The house you post is freaking gorgeous, isn't it? Like, yeah, if I move and we happen to stay, you know, somewhat nearby, I hope it's in that neighborhood. Great aunt is from there. They moved out that way after my great uncle retired. Octi is a champ for driving as much as she did. I don't blame them at all for wanting, just want to get home. Yeah, absolute champ. How was live dungeon? Oh, it was awesome. Oh, I meant to show you guys the tokens and stuff. Let me go grab those. They're not in this room. Be right back. Loot site for free. Oh gosh. So you get these little bags. You basically get, I think it's 20 tokens for every time that you do True Dungeon. And they look like this. So here's an example. We've got some, my camera won't focus on it, but Grave Hunter goggles. And then it tells you what it does at the bottom. They're color coded. So let me see if I can show you something. That is, looks like a black text or navy text, a dark colored text there. Here's an example of something a little bit more rare. Do I have any greens in here? There's a green. Yeah, there's one. So green is what they consider uncommon. So you have a common here, and then an uncommon with the green. And then the reds are rares. So I have a Pirate Battle long coat. I didn't draw any blues. Blue is like extra rare, which is like 1 in every 100 packs. So it's like the blues are, I guess, 100 packs. The packs are in 10. So it's like 1 in 1,000 tokens are blue, I think. But yeah, it's the tokens too. They all have a magnet in them. So they're kind of weighty. They look like they would just be very plasticky kind of tokens. There's the back of one. It says True Dungeon and the year on it. But yeah, they're actually pretty weighty. They're very cool. They handed me the package of tokens and I was like, how in the world are these so heavy? So Pogs, OMG Pogs. They're all slammers. Oops, all slammers. People legit sell them. There is a third-party market, and they told us that the blue ones, the rares, often go for about $10 to $13 each on the secondary market. Still feel bad I didn't have time to help clean up more. We got it all done. We got it cleaned up in like 20 minutes. I mean, it did not take very long. And that was, you know, people had to pack, and we got the whole place cleaned up in 20 minutes. It was not bad at all. I was gonna tell Octi that she could have slept here last night, but wasn't sure how'd she feel about that. It was quick, don't feel bad. Wood carries so much power, right? Legit adult Chuck E. Cheese tokens. Do you guys see that? Loot sporting the socks and saying, I'm always in the summer. Always. Yeah, Charles E. Cheeserton tokens. Magnetic Pogs. First one of those I pulled was a literal gun, and I laughed so hard. Yeah, because yeah, Spooky's like, I don't even know. I'm just gonna be a guy with a gun, and then he finds a gun. Gun cleric build goes hard. Are the tokens just collectibles, or are they used in the game? They're used in the game, so you can build your character with them. But then there are also weapons that you use. You can choose your weapons, you know, like as you go. Gun cleric build goes hard. Your cleric was kind of killing the game. Unfortunately, I have to get going for now. Got to bring the girls to the library for a bit. Thank you, Lutz, for an amazing stream today. Absolutely, Peachy. Thank you. Seriously, thank you for the artwork. And thank you for being you. But I have to go as well. I am working today, and I don't know. I might actually, you know what? I might take half the day off. I might tell my boss that I'll work in the morning up until like lunchtime, just so I can get caught up, and then I'll take the rest of the day off. I think he'd probably be okay with that. You're an amazing mom. Have fun. You are an amazing mom. Let's get my life on track. We'll coordinate getting you your swag. Went to Dunes for the weekend. Rained all weekend. Next year, going to stay in town for GenCon. There you go. There you go. Sorry it was so rainy for you. It's annoying. Made me cry. Thank God I'm not working today. Must be nice, right? Yeah. Holiday Monday came in clutch. That is very clutch. Friends, let's head to I guess we'll head to the tavern. Even though it's the same, but you know. It's Indiana, dude. You say I've got stamina, but you're working today. I didn't have to travel like you guys. I could go straight to sleep as soon as I got home. We got some thank yous. Obviously, I can't thank everybody enough for the messages, the attendance, like all of it for surrounding LootsCon. But today, I want to thank Toasty MC for the follow, Ark for the cheer, our mod squad of Octi, Coleman, Iron, and Kirk, Nonder for the raid, and our Kofi members Ark, Bookpunk, Coleman, Iron, Phil, Peachy, and Spooky. Yeah, it was such an amazing time. Of course, we'll still talk about it more. 2 hours is not nearly long enough to talk about everything that went down over the 4 days. But I was glad that I could at least share some of the stories and some of the items that we acquired over the weekend. So love you guys. We love you, Coleman. I was gonna say thank you for making all of those who couldn't go still feel included. Absolutely. And I'm super thankful for everybody that DM'd that I didn't even know about too. Like when you guys are mentioning that you got DMs from other people. Seriously. Yeah, you guys are just awesome. I mean, yeah, love you all so much. We love you, Koro. Would have called in to say that, but I also would have cried and have a long day of work ahead of me. No, understandable. There'll be other times for some call-ins. So, honor and a privilege to have you use in my car. Clap, clap. Regular loot stream is the next best thing to live LootsCon. A regular loot stream. Love you all so much. Generally talked about everyone in the guild. It was amazing. So much love. Exactly. That's what I said. If you talked about wanting to go to LootsCon, I guarantee your name was brought up in conversation in a like fond kind of like wish they were here way. Sorry, we didn't have the time to squeeze it in. I know. I wish that we could have. I wish we could have done a group stream, but it would have been very forced considering our timeline and schedule. I'm sure you'd rather have caught up on sleep. Honestly, I felt really good when I woke up, and Spooky's coffee's hitting just the right spot. So to be a fly on that wall. Hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day. Looking forward to the next LootsCon. Oh my gosh. Should we start planning it today? Loose is the only one I got any real sleep. It's true. I went home and I went home most nights and I got to sleep in my own bed, and then I also got to go to sleep right after coming home from the airport yesterday. So I'm going next year 100%. Oh my gosh. Meeting Nonder in real life. Can you imagine? I seriously hope that is the case, but 99.9%. All right. I will be absolutely ecstatic to meet you, Nonder. All right, friends, I better run. I'm going to go ahead and check in at work. Yeah, maybe I'll just check in, kind of get caught up on messages and whatnot. And maybe I'll tell my boss like, I just need a little more time. But yeah, friends, I love you all. Have an amazing rest of your Monday. I will see you tomorrow. I'll be honest. Sometimes I spend the weekend trying to plan stuff out. I didn't have any extra capacity in my smooth brain to plan anything out. So we'll kind of see what's going on the rest of the week, but I'll let you guys know when I know. All right. So yeah, have an amazing rest of your day. I hope I'll see you tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye.